I don't know why, but stories about weird eldritch gods make me go feral. That is my jam, and that is the niche I gravitate towards. So as soon as I read the synopsis for a brand new manga called After God by Sumi Eno, I was like, yep, that is a series that was made for me. And my gut was right. I absolutely devoured the first three chapters, so now I want to give my overall first impressions of the manga, where I hope to see the story go, and also importantly, where you yourself can read it. But before I get ahead of myself, I'll fill you in a little bit about the basic plot. The story takes place in a post apocalyptic world where strange, godlike beings one day rose out of the sea and took over half of Japan. Now, those areas are considered inhospitable danger zones and are fenced off from the general public. However, as fate would have it, one day a researcher finds a girl trying to sneak into a danger zone, claiming that she's looking for a friend, and he believes she may secretly hold the key to saving humanity from the gods. And first off, just on a surface visual level, I've got to say I adore the artwork in this manga. There's tons of awesome body horror, and some of the line work is mind-bogglingly intricate. Like if you look closely and zoom in at whatever primordial ooze that comes out of the gods, you can see that there's all these twisted plants and tentacles and teeth. It's just so deliciously Lovecraftian, and I love it. On top of that, there's an interesting setup to the world because not everyone views the gods the same way. Most people are terrified of them because so much as being in their proximity can turn you into a puddle of salt water. On the other hand, there's also some people who worship the gods and receive powers from them. So you can probably bet that we're going to see some fun abilities and fights down the road, and I'm so looking forward to it. I'm also dying to learn more about the gods themselves. What are they? What do they want? Do they want to convert humanity and transform them? Or do they ultimately want to completely wipe humans out? I'm hoping they're not all just mindless, evil monsters, and there's more nuance there. I think the latter might be the case here, but we'll see. Overall, I have high hopes for this series so far, and I am ready to see more monstrous gods. So if you like weird, action-packed sci-fi like me, I think you'll probably enjoy this series as well. Which brings me to the final part, where to actually read this manga. Fortunately, you can read it legally on Cometh, which is pretty dang impressive since the Japanese chapter debuted just last December, and this one got picked up pretty soon after that, like a few months, which is kind of like what happened with Dawn to Dawn. I love seeing this trend and seeing manga become more accessible to overseas readers. I hope more companies start following suit and offering weekly chapters or simulpub releases for more than just the typical weekly Shonen Jump series, because there's just so much wonderful manga out there, and there's just something really fun about being able to follow a series week to week and being able to discuss it and theorize about it with other fans. Alright, I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent there, but I'll just say that I'm happy to be able to read this manga, and I also don't want to go into the story too much more at this point, because then I'll start heading into spoiler territory, and I want to leave it for you to read and discover and enjoy for yourself. If you have any other new manga that you'd like to see picked up in English though, or know of any older translated series with really good body horror, let me know down in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching and take care, everyone.